Let's go.
New Bedford's new online radio station. WNB1 Radio, broadcasting live 24/7. All music genres. WNB1 Radio, your urban music link.
Tired of expensive phone and home internet bills with long-term contracts? Get ready for total freedom with unbeatable value. Total Wireless by Verizon is celebrating the grand opening of 2 new stores in Massachusetts. Join us on Monday, July 14th at 1843 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford and Friday, August 1st at 5 Park Street in Attleboro. Switch to Total Wireless and get the power of Verizon's 5G network with no contracts and plans starting as low as $23 a month per line for 5 lines. It's time to make the switch and get a great deal on home internet, new phones, and tablets for the whole family. Don't miss the grand openings of Total Wireless by Verizon in New Bedford on July 14th and in Attleboro on August 1st. And be sure to tell them that WNB1 Radio sent you.
For a truly satisfying dining experience, look no further than Top Shelf Bar and Grill in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Our family-style restaurants offer an array of mouth-watering dishes, from pub favorites to traditional Portuguese cuisine. Treat yourself to an expertly prepared Portuguese meal or unwind with a handcrafted cocktail from our bar. Be sure to try our signature creations, including shrimp Mozambique, bourbon tips, grilled salmon, and the signature top shelf steak. Our warm and inviting atmosphere, combined with exceptional service, ensures a memorable experience. Since 2011, Top Shelf has proudly served a unique blend of Mediterranean-inspired cuisine, reflecting Portuguese, Spanish, and American flavors. Our founder, Robert J. Afonso, drew upon his industry expertise to create a welcoming space where everyone can enjoy a delicious meal, catch a game, or simply relax with friends. We strive to make our house your house, fostering a sense of community and supporting local organizations. When you visit Top Shelf Bar and Grill, make sure to mention WNB1 Radio and enjoy your meal.
Step into the warm embrace of the Lighthouse Tavern, a cozy, welcoming restaurant in the heart of New Bedford, Mass. Our family-friendly atmosphere is complemented by our dedication to serving delicious meals, refreshing drinks, and providing exceptional service that will make you feel right at home. Whether you are joining us for a casual dinner or a special occasion, our goal is to make you feel like part of the family. Visit us at 578 Brock Avenue, New Bedford, or call 508-742-6128 for reservations or takeout orders. And be sure to tell them that WNB1 Radio sent you.
Have you made that New Year's resolution to get into shape and you still haven't followed through with it? Then you need to join KO Gym.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
KO Gym is located at 50 Conduit Street in the north end of New Bedford, within the historic mills in a 5,000 square foot space, within plenty of room to train for social distancing, and the facility has unlimited parking outside. KO Gym offers exclusive training in Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, grappling, jiu-jitsu, as well as strength and conditioning programs. So if you're looking to train to get into shape to train for self-defense, or if you're looking to train to compete professionally, KO Gym has experienced professional staff to help you obtain your goal. They also offer one-on-one personal training as well as group classes to satisfy everyone's needs. So go ahead and let KO Gym help you make that change for a healthy body and a healthy mind. And also tell them that WNB1 Radio made the referral for you.
Reliable Bus Lines Incorporated has been a leader in the school bus industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1980, Reliable Bus Lines Incorporated has provided the South Coast and surrounding areas of the Commonwealth, transportation services ranging from private to contracted school bus and van services for corporate transportation. Specializing in school bus transportation, Reliable Bus Lines cares about your precious cargo. Our drivers are trained and certified and understand the importance of being on time and getting students to and from school safely. A staple in the greater New Bedford region, Reliable Bus Lines Incorporated is a women and minority owned company. Our staff prides itself on being diverse, professional, and helpful. Call now to book your next outing, 508-992-0342. So come and take a ride with Reliable Bus, the bus you can trust. And don't forget to tell them that WNB1 Radio sent you. It's no secret that the trucking industry is struggling for drivers. So why not look for a school that can get you the credentials that you need to start that new career? Get on the road to success with J&J Driving School and Logistics Incorporated, located at 978 Nash Road in New Bedford, Massachusetts. J&J is a Black and woman-owned trade school leading the South Coast in CDL training. J&J offers the most comprehensive training programs for CDLs A, B, and school bus training. Don't let opportunities drive right by you. Go and see our friends at J&J and get your CDL career started right away. And be sure to tell them that WNB1 Radio sent you.
I would like to introduce.
Okay, let's go.
New Bedford's new online radio station. WNB1 Radio, broadcasting live 24/7. All music genres. WNB1 Radio, your urban music link.
Good evening and welcome to WNB1 Radio. You're in tune to Straight to the Point Sports, where I am joined by my regulars. That would be Kevin Rudolph, Steve Lopes, and Derek Consatia. Welcome.
What up? What up, New Bedford?
Yes. So a lot of we got today is a whirlwind of stuff going on. In case y'all just in case you don't know, you're under a flat rock or something. There was big news in the way of a trade involving. Can I
ask? Can I ask you?
Can I say it first?
No.
Can I say it first?
No. I want to ask you before you say it.
There was a trade. And Micah Parsons was traded to the Green Bay Packers. Go ahead. Now you can say
I just want to know how you guys feel about that.
Well, if you gave me a chance to get it out. Well, how would you feel if one of your best guys got traded?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
I would be hurt. They traded Hutchinson today.
Yeah. How would
I'd
you
be
feel?
hurt.
Okay. All right then. So
I can't say hurt. The writing was on the wall. Once he
took
scrubbed his social media, he laid on the table, which I really didn't think was a big thing. But you notice he had no cowboy gear on. He had nothing. He just had on the team color. The writing was on the wall. And if Jerry wants to wait till the last hour, this is all on Jerry Jones. So I wish Michael Parsons nothing but the best.
Yeah.
Sad to see him go, but
yeah. It turns.
Jerry's arrogance is gonna come. If the Cowboys win 5 games this year, I'll be excited.
It reeks of a guy who is pretty much used to doing things his way, and he doesn't see. I think what happened with Jerry Jones is success came too early, too quick,
too often,
and it too early, too quick. Within 5
years,
too
often in its first 5 years.
Yes,
is what I'm saying.
Too early, too quick.
Before anybody jumps in, the last 30 years has been in shambles. We all know that.
Yeah.
The first 5 years was.
And he was set up to win by Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
So when that wore off, he couldn't do nothing to save.
So it just I think the ball has just kept rolling, and I think if the Cowboys would have fell behind as far as what their net worth is, I think it would be a different story. If they were 4th or 5th and didn't make highlights in that way, I think he's just happy with being the richest, being the most valued team, on this side of the world. I think he's happy. He's it's good. It's like I won Super Bowls. If I die today or tomorrow, I'm good.
But does he realize that he probably don't care that he's pushing you Cowboy fans away?
He doesn't care because every year they are ranked number one as far as being the richest value team. Every year, they are the most talked about team.
They're up
For
there.
him-
They're up there in sports merchandise too. It's crazy.
Yes, for him, that's a win. You know, and I think I that's what I think.
And I think our major problem is no matter how frustrated you Cowboys fans get, you can't walk away. It's like watching a car wreck. You have to watch it. You see it happening, and you still got to see what happens. Like everybody wants, you Cowboy fans are loyal. You want to stay being a Cowboy fan. It's not easy to walk away. So people are still supporting. People are still buying merchandise, still tuning in to see him play. So no matter what he does.
Hold on. You the Minnesota and the Detroit fan, you're really saying that? Like, what keeps your loyalty to your team?
No.
No, answer my question.
I'm putting myself in your position. You've been loyal. If I'm loyal to my organization, I've been through some losing.
What makes you loyal to your team?
We've been through the losing team, so we know how you feel.
Why is it different for the Cowboys?
I'm just saying you're never going to walk away. I'm saying
now you're starting to upset me. We didn't get to argue last week, so we're going to argue now. So what the hell's going on?
He's not saying.
I'm not talking to you right now. I'm not talking to you right now.
He's not saying it's different.
If it was happening with our organization, I'd probably complain and bitch and moan, and I would still be there because I just can't walk away that easy. So he's not.
I'm just.
He's not going to lose no money because he knows you guys ain't going nowhere. You're locked and loaded. You bleed cowboy blue. He knows you're not walking away. He knows what's going to be.
No, this guy's going to start talking shit about this guy now. No,
it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. What's done is done. What's done is done. The way I see it is, you know what, karma will probably come around. It won't be too long because
Game 4.
When do they play?
Game 4.
Game 4
in Dallas.
Yeah, I know.
Dallas. He's coming back.
So I think it'll all come to full swing, and I don't see it working out well for the Cowboys.
I really don't.
So
not this year.
To leave it there anyway, because we actually have a good show today. We have a couple of callers that are going to be calling in. First, we're going to have former NFL player Reggie Truck Brown, who will be calling in. Reggie has played professionally for the Atlanta Falcons, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's played in the USFL for the Arizona Outlaws, and he retired with the Philadelphia Eagles. So he's going to be calling in. Also, we have another former NFL college player, and Major Harris. So Major Harris is, he's American football, college football pro player who was drafted from West Virginia during the 80s. Harris was a first-team All-American in '89, finished 5th and 3rd in the Heisman Trophy voting. So that is huge. Just think about it, right? There are thousands of players out there, and to be up on the podium with a select few to be named in that breath.
903.
Like
Yes,
4 or 5.
that's huge.
when the year that he was the final 3, that was Andre Ware had an unbelievable year that year.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. So we're going to
put
be
Houston on the map.
Yeah.
He never. It was
We-
all
Was
because
that
of
the year when they played Notre Dame in the national championship? Oh, they were like undefeated that year. He was 3rd, wasn't he?
Nah, they played Notre Dame, I think, the year before.
The year before, yeah. But yeah, he had he was the wrong way play. It was crazy.
So we will be getting calls from both of them today, as well as we're going to be doing what we normally do. Each week we highlight a division. This week we are on the AFC East. So Patriots fans, it's your turn to chime in.
Charlie Perry.
If
where
you
you
are.
at?
We're gonna be breaking down the division and making predictions. Well, how we feel that how the division may go, how it may not go, as well as if we have time, we'll talk more about the Micah Parsons thing, to boot. But yeah, so that is our show in a nutshell today. We should be getting a call very shortly by Reggie Truck Brown, but we can bring it back on over to Micah, or any other thing that's going on in the NFL.
The other day, my daughter wanted to get a new hat. So Lids has a new store where
In the mall.
it's opened up pretty
it's a
big.
full space store.
No, they had a bunch of jerseys. Literally, and I'm not even being an ass or anything. They had the Micah Parsons blue Cowboy jersey 50% off 2 days ago.
Maybe they knew something.
I'm like that. That was the only jersey that was 50% off.
They just knew that there was a bad situation that probably wasn't going to end well. But as stunning as this situation is, I don't think it was. I think it's going to end up being a good deal for both teams because Kenny Clark is no chump for a defensive nose tackle, and they got 2 first-round picks, all for one guy. We can't evaluate the whole entirety of this deal until we see what those 2 picks turn into. There's no other player like Parsons coming down the pike right now. But
and think about this, Luka. No, Mike.
Yeah, that was something else I said. Dallas's market,
2 like franchise players.
That city must be going cuckoo.
Gone. Luka and now Micah. Wow.
Yes, Dallas is decimated. It remains to be seen how it's going to work out. I mean, Dallas, they lucked out. They went from number 4 to number 1, right? As far as being able to draft, they beat all the odds.
Yeah.
We don't know how Cooper Flag is going to turn out. I mean, it's just a wait and see. Wait and see.
We ain't gotta wait too much longer because October's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
We're about a month and a half away from seeing how it works out. But for Dallas, as Steve said, I'm going to jump on that because the draft picks are in the future.
And Green Bay got better. So how high or how low are those picks going to be? They're not going to be at the bottom now.
No, it's not.
They're going to be at the bottom of the first round.
Yeah, they're going to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're not going to be like a low pick.
Yeah. Well, Dallas will pick at the top of the first round, as far as I'm concerned, because they just decimated their team.
In my opinion, Mike is a good pickup for them, but he's still not going to improve their offense.
I think their offense is coming. I think Jordan Love is going to be a lot better this year because he's a year removed from that injury. He played well 2 years ago. He played horrible last year. I think he tried to. He didn't have that surgery in the offseason last year.
2 years ago, was he a rookie?
I can't remember.
I believe he was.
Last time I checked, defense still wins.
He sat for a couple of years.
All right, so 2 years ago was his first year starting.
Yeah, but that's what started the Aaron Rodgers problems when they drafted him.
2 years ago was his first year starting.
I mean, yeah.
All right, and then they got a year's worth of film, and the second year he sucked.
Well, he also got hurt and tried to play. He got hurt.
Yeah,
he should have sat out and got his medical situation done. He tried to suck it up and play. Got hurt the very first game. Ended up missing like the first 3 or 4 weeks. Came back, was never the same. And this year he's totally healthy.
He got hurt already this year.
Yeah, that was minor. He's already back at practice. That was a 2-week thing, a finger or wrist or something.
So his thumb.
Yeah,
but that get hit. If that gets hit again in the right spot, he can't hold the ball.
Is it on his throwing it?
No.
I mean, anytime you add the caliber player of Micah, it's going to inject a lot of energy in that defense
and make everybody's job a lot easier because the attention's off them.
Well, now just think about it, right? Those linebackers must be like, thank you, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to account for Micah always.
Yep.
Always. You can't run away from him because he's fast enough where he'll track you down. So you have to typically
run at him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But this is the thing now. They do not have the same type of defense as Dallas has.
They have to adjust it around him.
They don't have an undersized defense. So this is why I'm saying those linebackers are like, thank you, Lord. You know what? Because they're not going to be the first ones touched anymore. Just think about it, right? If you're going to double anybody, you're going to double Micah. All right. So guess what? Those linebackers are going to, I don't know what type of.
And they still got Rashawn Gary, right?
Who?
Yeah.
Green Bay. 4-3 or 3-4?
4-3.
So just think about it, right?
4-3.
Is he a defensive end?
Just think about it, right? And those linebackers,
put them on opposite.
Those linebackers are going to be able to run a lot more freely now.
Yeah. Well, guess who's on the other side of Mr. Parsons? Mr. Gary.
Yeah.
So they got defensive ends that both need attention.
Yeah, they got bookends.
But they lost their defensive tackle, but they better have somebody. They don't have that guy stuff in the middle no more. He went to you guys.
I mean, I get it. He's good, but when you got 2 bookends like that, they're gonna create havoc.
Of course,
they're gonna create havoc.
Look at what when healthy, when you had the 2 bookends for the Cowboys. Look what they did. They created a lot of disruption. Hold on, we got our caller on the line. Welcome to WMB1 Radio.
Great day to be alive. Reggie Brown, how you doing?
Reggie Brown, welcome to the program. It's good to have you on
Amen.
the program.
It's good to be.
So I'm going to bring everybody up to speed. On the line, we have NFL legend Reggie Truck Brown, who was a former professional athlete, author, speaker, and entrepreneur. Drafted as a running back by the Atlanta Falcons, he played in the league for nearly a decade with Tampa Bay Bucks, USFL, Arizona Outlaws, and retired with the Eagles. Today, he's in the best shape ever and serves as part of the NFL's Alumni Association as a wellness coach. So, Reggie, can you tell us?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us? You greeted me with something, and when we spoke on the phone, I took it as just a saying. So if you guys didn't know, I'll let you know. He always greets everybody with "Great day to be alive."
That's what he said. He just did that.
Yeah, I know. I just said that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He always greets everybody with "Great day to be alive." That's part of his slogan. So, Reggie, you want to tell us? You can start from wherever you'd like to start about yourself. Okay. You have the floor. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, listen, great day to be alive. I got that in 1980. I'm from New Jersey. I went to school at junior college in California. I ended up at Oregon. My second school I went to at Oregon, and while I was there, one of the coaches used to come out every day and say, "Great day to be alive and be a duck." He said that for 2 years. And when I left there, it stuck with me. So for 40 years, I've been saying, "Great day to be alive." I'm not a duck anymore, but they said meet a duck named Truck. So, I'm a duck named Truck. And I've been saying it for 40 years. Someone told me that if you do something for 30 days, it becomes a habit. Imagine what kind of day I'm going to have. I've been doing this for 40 years. So if you do something for 40 years, it's not even a habit, it's a lifestyle. That is my name. I trademarked it. So you can't go in and do or put it anywhere unless you got to call me first.
Yeah.
Because someone asked me one day, say, "Reg, what's so great about it?" I said, "Try missing one, come back and tell me. Then we'll talk."
Exactly.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
That's great. Like I said, when we spoke prior to coming on the show, I took it as just a figure of speech, and right away, didn't I say yes, it is, and I commended you for that. I like how you started that off, and the speech that he just gave, he gave me, and he says, "Listen, I trademarked that." And it was,
right.
It was, there's a story behind it. But go ahead, continue on.
So for the last 40 years, I've been doing the very same thing. So no matter where, matter of fact, I was doing a program called Legal Shield in New York or New Jersey, but I was all over the country. And there's a millionaire in New York. His name is Cliff Malloy. Cliff Malloy said his first name is Great Day, his middle initial is 2, his last name is Be Alive. And I'm gonna tell you, man, wherever I go, somebody say, "Hey, great day to be alive, guy." And I tell you what, man, I take that literally. I say it wherever I go, I greet people with it. I've seen people walk with it because it is a lifestyle for me. I don't have bad days. Don't get me wrong. There are bad days, but you'll never see me wearing it because you can't do anything to help me unless I take care of it myself. And the good Lord upstairs, He's blessed me beyond measure, man. And I listen, everybody got good and bad days, but I tell you what, you'll never see me with it on my face. I'm smiling because I got a smile for the Lord today.
Exactly.
Amen. Amen.
So you as you went on to say, you went on to play at Oregon as well as Pasadena College, where you was inducted into the Hall of Fame as the all-time leading rusher.
Man, listen. That part in Pasadena, California, when I first got there at Pasadena, matter of fact, I didn't have any offers out of high school because I hurt my back in high school, and nobody wanted me to play for them. But I hurt my back, and then again, I didn't go to class like I should have when I was in the freshman and sophomore. But when I became a senior, I didn't go to class, man. But by the time I graduated, I had a 1.99, and they told me I wasn't good enough. And I had 2 schools that wanted me to play for them and that was Syracuse University. When they found out I had 1.99, they said, well, you're not good enough. Other school was Northeastern University up in Boston. And they said, we don't care what kind of grades you got. We think you're a pretty good football player. We'll buy some grades. So you know you want to go there, right? So I ended up going to junior college in California. And when I got there, man, I was number 6 on the depth chart. But, you know, people started getting hurt. And they said, put that guy on, let's see what he can do. And again, I'm from New Jersey. All I do is run. And when they put me in, I didn't come out. And the last game of the season, is if we win this game, we go to a bowl game. I ran for 145 yards, scored a touchdown. We win the game. We went to the Potato Bowl. It's a junior college bowl game. It's significant like the Junior Rose Bowl. And we went to that game. In that game, I didn't start that night because I missed curfew the night before. And I ran for 277 yards and scored 4 touchdowns. Damn. And that year, I won the MVP. That game, I won the MVP. The next year at Pasadena, I ran for 1,549 yards, 16 touchdowns, junior college All-American. Everybody wanted me then. So again, that's a story in a nutshell, man. And I ended up going to Oregon, had a great 2 years, and got drafted by the Falcons. And the rest is like football, man. It's like it's life and football, and that's what life was. And you know, I wrote a book about my story. And I tell you this, that part is in there. And what the book says, what happened to the playbook? Because most of my life, I lived life by a playbook. But when the time was over for me to go and finish football, I had to find a new book. And that book was called The Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth Guide. So I said, what is that? I never heard that before. No, you didn't hear it before because the way I said it. I said The Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth Guide. That's the Bible. And most people misunderstand that because they don't know about the guide part. It is a guide. Everything in that Bible, it talks about your life and anything you need to fix it. And you know what? That book became my book, and it still is right now. And life don't get any gooder. And I know what I said, gooder. That's not a word, Greg. No, all words are made up. I made that one up, so let's go. Yeah, man. I get excited about it. The book, it talks about where I'm from in Newark, New Jersey, the road through the NFL, and the long road back, man, because I went through it. I mean, I went through, you could imagine, I went through the drugs, the alcohol, the sex, the whole nine. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed of it. Because everybody that I read about in the Bible had a story before they got to the place where they were. So I have a story. And facts tell, stories sell. I got a story to tell.
Reggie, I got a question. No matter, this is Steve, by the way. You talk about a lot of your trials and tribulations, but one thing that always seemed to remain true is, first, you never lost faith in yourself as a person. You always believed in yourself. So no matter what hurdles life might have put in your way, you also had a strong faith in you and always getting to the next level. How long has your faith in God been as strong when you were young, or did you pick that up later in life, or did you always believe in yourself and have faith in God at an early age?
Well, I tell you what, my dad was a son of a preacher.
Okay.
My grandfather, I remember when I was 4 years old, my dad took me to church, just me and my dad. And I remember the message that day said, I told you when you was a child, but you didn't listen. But I'm telling you again. So as I got older, I always had it, but I never really tuned into it.
Right.
So as I got older, it started to make sense because I read the Bible and I read the same things over and over and over. Every day I read the same things. Didn't know what it meant. But there came a time when that story that I was reading came alive and it made sense. I'm like, that's what it means. And at that time, now I'm understanding what it means. I understand what it read, man. And that's why today, man, listen, I've been through some things I'm not ashamed of, I'm not proud of, but at the same time, I've been through it so that I can help more people. See, I tell them all the time, you ain't got to listen to nothing I say, but watch me, because I'm going to walk the talk.
Exactly. I got a question for you. Obviously, you're a transformational speaker. What is the? I know all speeches are all speeches are important, but what is one of the one of the top speeches that you've given that you can say, I really nailed it. I really nailed it. The crowd was feeling it, and it made it the most memorable.
You know, I go into the prison right now. I go into the prisons around the country with a program called Behind the Walls. And we go into the prisons all over the country and go and talk to prisoners. And I'm gonna tell you what, I've done a lot of talks in my life, but this past weekend, last weekend, matter of fact, I was in Dallas Fort Worth at Tarrant County Prison, and I spoke 5 times that day. But the third one, I was mesmerized by what was coming out of my mouth and the response that I got from the inmates. And I'm standing there in the middle of a prison with all these men crying, and I was feeling it, man. And I was in a place where I hadn't been before, and I had to call the guy who ran it and I said, "Listen, man, I want to thank you because something happened today," and it was about life, man, and just about I could have been in a situation where you are right now, but God gave me a touch on the shoulder, saying, this way, because a lot of times. I do something with my hand on my chin, and I tell people to take your hand up and put it in the air, put it on your chin. But I touch my cheek. But what they see me do is what they do. I said, that's not your chin. Your chin is down here, and they laugh, man, off crazy, because they saw what I did, but they didn't hear what I said. And most of the time we get in trouble because we're watchers, not listeners, and we have to listen today and watch. And I understand that right now. Watch and listen.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's funny that you should say that you've given speeches in prison. I'm a retired correctional officer, and I've been through many of those speeches where
Yes.
they have individuals come in from the outside and speak.
Mhm.
So it resonates with me. I've seen a couple of guys that have given some very, very inspirational speeches, and I, like you say, sometimes it's that little step. Sometimes you were in that position where you could have been that inmate,
Yeah.
but just that turn left,
Yep.
a little left, right, and it managed to save you. I mean, I think we all have that in us,
Yeah.
and it's just we were fortunate enough to not to be there.
Yes, sir.
But it definitely I could definitely feel you when you said you give the speech to the inmates.
Yeah, man. Yes. I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I am, man, and I don't take it lightly. It's a charge that God has given me, that go out and tell them what I told you when you were going through it. But if you're going through something, don't stop in the middle of what you're going through. You got to keep going, because if you stop in the middle of it, you'll still be there. You got to keep going. Okay. We all got challenges and trials and tribulations, but you can't stop in the middle of it. But see, winners never quit and quitters never win. And it's impossible to stop a man or woman that will not quit. Impossible.
All right, Reg, I got a question, but I'm going to bring it back. Through your playing days, from when you first started to when you ended, who was the best player you ever played with?
Well, I played with some great ones, man. One of the guys that I still keep in touch with right now, Billy White Shoes Johnson, played with the Houston Oilers. He also played with the Atlanta Falcons, and he was my teammate when I was playing with the Falcons in 1982-83. And he came to my wedding, man, and he still looks good, man. And I appreciate him more because I learned a lot from listening and watching that guy. He's been married for 30 plus years, man, and longer. And, his life just exuded professionalism. And I think that's, to me, that transcended a lot, because I played with a lot. I played with Wim Andrews, Gerald Riggs, Steve Barkowski, Steve Young, Joe Montana, Doug Williams. I played with Doug Williams in 1985. I played with a lot of guys, man, but the one guy that I tell you right now that just showed me a lifestyle was Billy White Shoes Johnson.
He never showed you that dance though. He didn't get you to doing the touchdown dance.
That was his. There was only one White Shoes. There was only one guy that wobbled like that. Yeah,
you're right, man. And I'm gonna tell you what, he's still a great guy, man. Like I said, he came to my wedding, and I see him on the 4th. He's gonna be at the Falcons. Got bring all the guys back for the former guys to play. Yeah. Have a Falcon Day before the regular season game, and it's gonna be September the 4th, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, I had one guy that I watched and I emulated. That guy as a ball player, Earl Campbell was my guy. That was my running style.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, man. I wasn't trying to put a whole bunch of moves on you. I'm gonna do one thing or the other. That's it. I'm not going over there. So I'm not doing all this shaking and baking. Earl Campbell, that's me.
It's safe to say that's where you got the truck from.
That's right. That's right. And you know what, man? To tell you the truth, when my nickname is Truck for 2 reasons. When I was in elementary school, we played in the street football, and the name of my street team was Bergen Street Blue Bombers, and out of Winnipeg Blue Bombers. So the guy that was on the team, he gave us that name, right? But nevertheless, when I was running, I didn't run left or right. I just went straight ahead, and the guys used to call me Running Truck. And from that, it took me to high school. In high school, on my shirt, we ran track, and I had truck on the back of my shirt. So that got me called Truck. Or if you see somebody call, hey, Truck, they know me from way back. Okay? They know from way back, man. And I love trucks. I drove trucks. My dad drove trucks. My uncle drove trucks. I love trucks, man. And it just so happens that it was something that I ran like a truck. I carried the load. I said, what can Brown do for you? I deliver.
You better watch out. I think they might have that coined.
Amen. But my name is Brown. My name is Brown. So they can't say nothing about that. I'm Brown. I deliver. Amen. Yeah, man. I tell you, I've had a very, very fortunate life, man. I've been blessed beyond measure, and I don't take it lightly. And the one thing, if I don't do anything else, the one thing I found out that I need to be, and I am, and I've learned over the years, if I can't do nothing else, I'm going to be kind to people. You can love people, but they don't have to love you back. It doesn't matter, but to be kind, it don't cost anything to be kind. And I'm gonna tell you, that goes a long ways, man. And people remember that. Just being kind. That's if anybody said anything about me, the one thing I want them to say is he was kind. He ain't had to say he smiled all the time, he was a nice guy. No, was he kind? Yes, he was kind. I help anybody if I can. And all I want, as a matter of fact, you said something about hope a little while ago. And hope has a very significant meaning for me because I am hope. And hope says helping other people everywhere. Hope. That's what I am. I am hope.
It's a good acronym.
Someone called me and said I wasn't good enough. I couldn't do it, but they forgot to ask me. Because if I can do it, anybody can. And that means anything in life. But you just got to believe, man. You just got to believe. Hope is everything.
Absolutely.
Amen.
So, tell the listeners out there, before we end the interview, tell them, once again, about Great Day to Be Alive, about your book, about how they could, look into, anything, any information that you want to give or put out there before we sign off on the interview.
Well, you know what? I tell you what, you can. I have a website, and it's funny that you say that because my website is greatdaytobealive.net, and you can find out anything about me. No spaces in between, all together. Greatdaytobealive.net, Anything you need to know about me is in there. You can reach me through that, everything. You can leave me a message. You can even purchase a book online. Okay?
Okay.
And the name of the book is What Happened to the Playbook. What Happened to the Playbook. And if you want to call me and find out more, you can do that too. I'm easy to get to. Reggie Brown, 973-703-7860. 973-703-7860.
So what
I answer my phone.
so what we're gonna do, the station, we're gonna go on. We're gonna head on over to your website, and
Yes.
we're gonna purchase your book, and it's gonna go in our own personal collection.
Amen. Amen.
What happened?
Amen.
What happened to the playbook? We're definitely gonna grab it.
Yes. Yep.
Definitely.
Matter of fact, for whatever reason, if you cannot get it, it's on Amazon.
Okay.
It's on Amazon.
All right.
Okay.
I'll definitely.
But you can also call me and get it for me. So
Yeah, I got your phone number. So
yeah.
I know somebody who knows somebody.
See, if you call me and do it this way, I can sign it and send it to you.
Okay, I was going there with that. I was getting ready to go.
Amen.
There with that.
I got you. Matter of fact, I'll be at the event on the 14th. I will have books with me.
Yes.
I will have books with me. I
Okay,
promise.
so
and I will sign them. Yep.
So I will wait until the day of the event, and this
Okay,
way we can do it in person. We can do it in person.
Yes, sir.
And
I look forward to that.
It'll mean more.
Especially when you get a picture of him signing it.
That's right. We'll have
Hanging it on the
we'll have
wall.
video, we'll have all that good stuff.
Amen. I look forward to that, man. I really am. I'm excited about it.
Yes, we are too. So in case any of the listeners are just tuning in, on the line we have Reggie Truck Brown. He will be at the Gathering of Styles, a martial arts workshop, which is being put on at the Seaport Inn and Marina on the historic New Bedford Whaling Port at 110 Middle Street in Fairhaven. The date is going to be September 14th. It's an all-day affair from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They're gonna have a lunch there. Everything. There's gonna be a bunch of speakers, and our friend who is on the line right now, Reggie Truck Brown, is going to be one of the people who are going to be in attendance. So we can't wait. We can't wait till September 14th. We're going to grab that book, have it signed, and it's going to go into our own personal library.
Yes, sir. Look forward to it.
All right.
Amen.
Thank you for calling in, and
yes,
we
sir.
look forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
Look forward to it, man. Thank you very much. Y'all have a super awesome evening. And if nobody told you today they love you, I love it, and nothing you can do about it.
All right, man. Thank you. We appreciate it.
God bless. You got it.
Yeah, have a great night.
You got it.
All right. That was a former NFL player, Reggie Truck Brown. He is now a transparent and transformational speaker. Travels the world. He travels the country. Like he said, he basically goes and speaks to everyone. As you know, the testimony that he gave, he even speaks in prisons. So yeah, that's good. It's called giving back. Everybody finds, like he said, everybody finds or creates their story, and apparently he's found his niche. He's happy. Like the bio that I gave, he's in shape, and he's doing big things with his life. So we once again, we appreciate Reggie for calling in, and we look forward to seeing him in a few weeks.
I just confirmed to that Great Day to Be Alive website.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we should be expecting our next caller probably within the next 15 minutes or so. That's going to be Major Harris. He'll be calling. In the meantime, we can talk about any other transactions that have happened. So Micah is the last domino to fall.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
All the major ones are set now.
Ones are signed.
He's the only one that moved.
Yeah. And they played a big. Jerry pulled the big rope dope on us, because as we've witnessed in the last 2 years, he's literally gone to the 23rd hour and signing both CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, including Dak Prescott walking in to the stadium, literally hours before the game.
Yep.
I'll be the first one to say that I expected the same thing to happen. I actually was reading reports up until yesterday when I seen a report with Adam Schefter, and he confirmed and said that, things look to be going south. And he said, with the whole laying on the bench, they actually tried to nail the head coach down to that. What was that all about? Can you tell? And he's like, oh, I'm going to address that with him today. We're going to talk about it, and all this other stuff. But I'll be the first one to say that I expected them to sign him.
I'll second that. One B.
It's just the force of habit of what we've seen in the past, and I thought it was going to go down the same way. But as life would.
Do you think Jerry did that intentionally because people tried to predict what he's done in the past? So he figured he likes to stay in the news and create stories. Nobody expected him to do that this year.
I think me personally, I think that I think he got caught in a number of lies.
Yeah.
He got caught in a number of lies. So now I think that he pretty much had to go against the grain. And
he couldn't face him every day knowing the way he approached things.
Like I said, the comment that he made about the
shoving it up his butt.
With the agent saying, take that and shove it up your, up your ass. There were a number of credible people who which included Ryan Clark.
No, because he called them. Yeah, I get that. But this is a two-sided coin too, because last year Michael was talking about, I'll take less money to stay in Dallas.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden he wanted that astronomical amount of money, because his quote as he left town was, "Thank you, Dallas. Somebody loves me." And now with my $47 million a year, 120 guaranteed. So it was more so about the money.
Well, there was a number of people signed at better prices since he made that statement.
Yeah, well, still, but then secondary was is almost one is the respect thing. Jerry did get caught in a lot of lies. He created a false narrative and just a bad taste in Micah's mouth. So I had said it last week, like they're going to trade him. I didn't want that to happen, but I said it last week. He's going to end up getting traded because he doesn't want to play. Especially it cemented it to me when I seen him laying on the table and he's just laying there like no interest whatsoever. And it held the dark cloud over the team's head in my thing. I don't, and I personally, Thursday, they're going to be in trouble playing the defending champs. It's going to be funny.
But the thing with that is, you brought up last year or the year before when he wanted to sign, he said he wanted to be in Dallas. Yeah, he's trying to sign early to stay in Dallas, but apparently Jerry didn't want that.
No, he didn't. Listen, I'm not saying that Jerry's not the end all, the idiot for this whole thing. He created this whole thing. But what I was just saying was I was giving the other side of the coin where, and this is not a knock against Micah for wanting to be the highest paid player in the league. That's not a dig if anybody took it that way. That's not the way I meant it. But I'm just saying, like, with a football contract, you have such a short life to get that money and you want it as fast as you can get it. But, Jerry created this, and I wouldn't want to play for him either. And it's going to stop a couple big free agents from going over there unless they're getting that bag right off rip. Other than that, why would you want to even play with this man when it comes? Because like Brian just said, he waits till the 23rd hour. He did it with CD. He did it, and even back to with Dez. Everybody thought we were going to re-sign Dez, and all of a sudden the headline came out. We released them.
We didn't even give him a meeting.
Yeah.
Didn't even give him a meeting.
Yeah.
Didn't even give him a meeting.
Gave him a phone call.
Yep.
So we're releasing
that bullshit again, Nathan Victor.
So all the other dominoes fall. So the hold ends. Basically, we had the wide receiver from Washington. He got his 3-year deal.
Terry McLaurin.
I can't recall what the numbers were.
Like 96 million.
Yeah, 3 years, 96, 32 a year.
So the first 2 years was where he gets all his money.
Yeah.
And then the third year it drops.
Hendrickson from
Hendrickson.
He got like a $14 million.
But notice, because they were both a little older, they all got 3 years.
He only went up to $30 million a year.
He only went to 30.
He only went to 30.
So my thing is,
he's older though. He's like what? He's in his early 30s.
Yeah, but this is when he's starting to flourish as he goes.
No, I'm not saying that, but
it seems like the older he gets, the better he gets.
Yeah, but I think he wants to come showcase what he still has left in the tank. And then he's going to be like, hey.
He's still a free agent at the end of this year.
Exactly. He's going to show what he has in the tank and be like, hey,
So
what do you got?
He can field offers from people outside of Cincinnati,
Oh,
or the
yes.
franchise tag right now as it sits. Well, it probably went up now. It was $35 million. The top, what is it? The top five check.
What's going on?
Go up.
Top 5.
He got $47
Oh,
million.
guess what Micah's deal is going?
Yeah, but it was 35 without Micah.
Yeah.
So now you get the average of the top 5. It's going up to 36, 37 million now. So he, even if he gets tagged the next 2 years, he's good.
Yeah.
Same thing as the 3-year contract, except you're going to automatically get an increase to be in the top 5.
Yeah, it's
Shoot, he's probably happy today.
Oh,
Good job,
yeah.
Micah.
Yeah, listen, there's a number of people celebrating. Now just think about the guys who are coming up for contract next year that are bookends.
Like that kid from Detroit.
You know, hey, listen, you know, they're
We'll all be in trouble.
all sitting there clapping like, thank you, Micah. You just gave me a raise.
Now, funny you mentioned Detroit. They were the 3rd team that was in the bidding, and they didn't want to give up the safety. That's who Dallas wanted.
Everybody wants Brian.
They wanted Ryan Branch and 2 draft
You
picks.
talk about the bookends that are now in Green Bay. Can you imagine Hutchinson and Micah?
Yeah, that would have been crazy, but it would have been addition by subtraction
Gotta
because
get 7 linemen on the field at all times.
But that's what it would have taken to get somebody like that level to pair. But that would have been crazy to have him and Hutch, like Kevin said. Like you just don't. No, who the hell do we block this play? We ain't got enough guys.
5, your reserve 5, and your swing
Water
tackle.
boy in there.
You better get everybody in there because they're gonna wreak havoc.
But I heard that was the deal breaker, that Detroit was like slow walking that we don't want to give up Brian
That was
Branch.
the same thing with Hendrickson too.
Mm.
They wanted Branch.
Oh, you want
an impact player now with the draft
You
picks.
give up. You give up a A. You're gonna get back a B.
No, I don't want to give up Branch.
No, I get it.
I
No,
was
but I'm saying, but it doesn't surprise me that
To
these
get
teams are
something,
asking
you
for
gotta
that.
get
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
No one's gonna just say, okay, well, you can take my A, like Kevin said, and I'm gonna give you my B minus, and nothing to go with it. They want something that's either comparable on your best team,
Yep.
with the picks to go with it. That's why I said, you know, I said right away, I said, listen, if they're not getting at least 2 first rounders, and
an immediate
impact player,
Yep.
because you can't just get 2 first round. That's future. You need something to put on the field.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like it's not as bad as Dallas thinks. It's just that the story's still unwritten because we don't know what those 2.
Oh,
picks are
in
gonna turn
the
into.
immediate reaction, yes, it's bad
It's
right
an-
now.
yeah.
That's a futures deal for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then who knows who we're going to pick in the next 2.
But you got Green
The
Bay
next 2 drafts.
and your own draft. You got 2 number 1s for the next 2 drafts.
I get
So
that.
you're going to get 4
get
impact
that.
players
I get that. I get
to
that.
add
totally.
to Kenny Clark. So when it's all said and done,
When it's all said and done, Jerry Jones might not be around to see it.
all right, he's like 117 or so.
He announced that. He announced
beat
that he
cancer.
beat cancer.
Yeah.
Who's to say cancer comes back?
It definitely comes back.
It comes
back hard. harder.
Yes. Who's to say? I'm not wishing it on it.
And at
but
that
I'm
age,
saying
it's harder and harder to fight.
Who? There's no. You're not promised tomorrow.
No, none of us are.
So who's to say he can make this deal today and be gone next week, and never get to see the fruits of that labor of those 2 number 1s? It's just how life is. I mean, like I said, I'm not wishing death upon anybody.
So the crazy part is, I thought Jerry was milking this story because he likes to be in front of the cameras and have the attention on
Yeah,
him.
he
now
likes
that
calling.
story's over,
Yeah.
what's the next big story he's going to be a part of?
Jack.
His team getting killed on the field, and I don't mean that
He's
literally.
going to. So now you know what? He just went from being on deck to getting fried, now to getting fried because I mean, just like Kevin said, the immediate future isn't very promising for the Cowboys.
It's not.
Defense just took a hit.
I'd say with Micah, they're a little above 500 now. Without Micah, because he's one of those players that can turn the tide that easily.
So over the past 2 years, you've seen, like, Micah was obviously head and shoulders their number 1 defender, but there was a kid who came 2 years ago, the kid Overshawn, tore his knee. What did he do again last year? Tore his knee. But when he was on the field, the kid was promising.
Was he a linebacker?
Yeah, linebacker.
Yeah.
He's Agent Zero.
Bad luck.
And then you had Diggs, who signed that big contract. He got hurt. You had Deron Bland step up and shine. But where is Overshawn and where is Diggs right now? They're going to start the season on the bench.
On the pup list, right?
On the pup list, more than likely.
Diggs.
No, they activated this. Yeah, they activated.
What about
yeah,
Bland?
Diggs not, but and Bland. Bland is another question mark. Like, where are these guys?
All
going?
on defense. How ironic.
Is he fine?
Yeah,
He came
Bland's
back
fine.
last year.
Yeah, and then you
I
got.
thought he went off.
You had a little bit of promise from the kid Sam Williams, who looks. He's like a cop, and he looks just like Mike's little brother. He looks like Boston's little brother. You see them side by side, you wouldn't know who was who if you wasn't a Cowboy fan. But you got him who's coming off a knee injury. So where does your defense go from there? Who else is out there right now? Can you, Brian? Can you really think about us? If I look at the depth chart and you look at these starting linebackers that are supposed to start a week from tonight, you're like, who?
No.
I mean, I know who they are because they're in camp and me following the Cowboys because obviously I'm a fan. But you're like, who?
No.
Who are these kids?
It's
Maisie Smith is still to me a bust.
Yeah.
So so where do you go? Where do you go, Jerry? You trade your number one player, probably your best player on your team. You know, outside of CD Lambs, where do you go?
Yeah, no. So I mean, things are going to get worse before they get better, and it's just going to be a wait and see game to see what the future looks like. So their future just went probably from we're getting pieces back to now it's going to be probably a developmental season. That's if I had to
For
put
everybody involved, because you got a brand new coach that was trying to make pieces fit, and you took away a major piece to that puzzle for him now.
But the thing with that brand new coach he's never experienced Parsons yet.
That's why I said
but he never got a chance. But somebody's going to be the fall guy if Dallas doesn't do what people expect him to do. And Jerry's not going to be the one to hold accountability for himself. He's going to point the finger at everybody else.
Jerry's like the federal government of the Cowboys. Who holds the federal government accountable? Nobody.
So
Teflon man. Nothing sticks to me.
There is no accountability because they're not expected to do much.
Yeah.
I think everybody probably would have them third in the division, probably a tad bit over 500, teetering. Now you're regressing.
But if everybody was
the
healthy,
Giants
your
get him now?
defense had a chance to
Honestly,
be a little
I was
special.
thinking that in my head. I think the Giants are set up for more success than the Cowboys.
Because the Giants' defense
Yep.
is
Got more pieces.
Yeah, not for nothing. You
And then
can't sleep
drafted
on neighbors
Bukata.
and Dart.
No. But their defense has impact players. Their offense is catching up.
Their defense is going to fuel their offense.
Yeah.
The defense is going to far surpass the offense.
And here's the thing: when you're picked last in your division,
You have nothing to lose.
by every major sports writer in the country, sideshows, whatever. That's fuel for your fire. Like, you know what? We're supposed to lose to Washington. We're supposed to lose to Philly. You got nothing else to lose. You just gonna let it all hang out on the field, and sometimes that equals a W.
Yeah.
Sometimes they look past you to their next game.
Yeah. Like, we got the Giants this week, but we're playing Washington next week.
I mean, look at it from this point of view, right? Dallas had nothing to win last year. Dak was out, and they went and they beat Washington.
Yeah.
And in the second game, they gave them all they had to up until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So and that was without Dak, both games. So you can never. The divisional games are always going to be tough, but like Kevin said, when nothing is expected of you, you could just play openly.
Yeah, you're free.
You're free. You don't have to play tight. You don't have to run around, like, oh my God, I'm supposed to. No, I'm not supposed to. I can take a chance. I'm already at the bottom of the barrel. So what if we get beat? You know what I'm saying?
I see a couple more games like what Detroit did to us last year in Dallas's future.
And you're playing in Detroit this year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that happens.
It's a moot point now. I could care less.
Yeah.
I might be rooting for the Detroit Lions because of my father.
A
little clap underneath the table.
So the only thing,
he's not the only reason.
The only thing, if it gets to be that bad, then I'm like, you know what, just let it ride. You know what I'm saying? Get a high draft pick.
These guys still have a good offense.
Yeah,
maybe.
Nah. The offense starts with the line, and that line has not played together. And being a former offensive lineman, of course, not on that level, but you need some cohesiveness. I don't care what you say. And you got
one hurt.
Everybody's 2 years or under on that line, pretty much.
I think
that makes them hungry, though.
I think they're another
I'm not
year
sold
away
on
from.
it. I do think they're going to be good.
I'm not sold on Steele. I think he's their weak link of the whole line.
Yeah.
I think they made a huge mistake
bringing him back. Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? I watched him last year. Guys just running around him.
Well, they tried to reinvent the wheel with Lael Collins, and they just ended up cutting him.
They cut him?
Yeah, they cut him days ago.
Yeah.
He was one of the first cuts.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he was gone first.
Oh, I knew that. You seen with the experiment with the Bengals? He was like, "Olay!" He was just letting anybody get by him.
Yeah. Bengals thought they had
Yeah,
themselves.
they did.
He talked a great game.
Yeah, he told Burrow,
he said, "Don't worry
your
about it. Nobody
protector is
touching
here.
you, man.
Yeah, nobody's touching
Ain't nobody
you.
touching you now,
all
boy."
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So, how much do you think this will impact you money wise? Because now you're going to save a lot of money. You should be able to go out and get a free agent because
Save a lot of money.
Because they were going to have to invest in Parsons. That money's not it's staying in pocket now.
Yeah. Yes.
That money would have went out and put them strapped. Now they're going to have free agent money next year.
They actually freed up money.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Because like the day before,
Kenny Clark makes.
I read a
decent amount.
report.
He doesn't make Micah Parsons.
No, but
they
it's
said
just
they
totally
paid
free money.
$25 million this year.
They restructured CD's Lamb like a day or two
They freed up
before.
$20 million?
Yeah, they freed up $20 million. So I was just like, oh, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. They're going to sign Micah.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. So I don't know if there's something else in the works.
So now, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that they exceed. Now you can be players at week 7, week 8, week 6, week 7 for a possible
Trade deadline.
acquisition.
Yeah.
No, you could.
Trade.
You're
You
right.
can be player. You can be a player.
Yeah.
Because they just freed up a ton of money.
They did. Now, especially if somebody's team, like if somebody's team's in shambles already, if you're like 1-7 and you're trying to.
There's a great offensive lineman out there that's still young.
Yeah.
Now you got that centerpiece to build
Yeah,
around.
you become a seller. Your team's already over. It's like, all right, we're gonna try to get some draft picks, unload some salary. We're gonna do something. But yeah, I get that. But I don't think we're even gonna be in that predicament because the schedule's just crazy.
Brutal. Yeah, it's brutal.
Especially towards the later of the season, like around Thanksgiving and Halloween, it gets real brutal.
So
none of these guys had Parsons jerseys.
Nope. I didn't have a
Won't be wearing those to none of those games.
I got about 3 Parsons jerseys. Me and Ralph just traded jerseys. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's why Ralph said.
Yeah, big middle finger up.
I swear to God, man, a couple weeks ago, me and Ralph just traded jerseys.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna mull over it. About 20 years ago, I would probably been on suicide watch.
Yeah, I would have been. I would have
been on suicide.
I would have been livid.
You've learned what to expect over the years.
10
You don't
years
get
ago,
too invested.
That's why you don't buy jerseys no more.
Yeah, I buy retired jerseys. I'll go get a Randy Moss jersey. I'm afraid to get a Jefferson jersey right now, even though he's signed.
I'll tell you right now, just to be honest, my last 4 Cowboys articles are just either a plain Cowboys something, but before that, like a T-shirt or something, was Darren Woodson, Charles Haley, DeMarcus Ware, and somebody else.
Yeah, you're better off getting.
I'll get a plain
I
jersey.
think,
Put my own name on
I think
it.
it might even been Deion Sanders.
You're better off getting like
2 years or 3 years he played
Mitchell
for.
Ness throwbacks.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah.
That's why the last one I bought was Moss.
I
I bought Peterson and then he was gone.
I stopped buying jerseys probably about 9 years ago, because of that fact. I have a box full of jerseys with guys that.
And it's hard to wear them when they're not members of your team.
I have a Sean Lee authentic jersey in one of my closets, still with the tags on it.
Mm-hmm.
My God, if I go down the number of players that I had that eventually got traded, it's just crazy. Like I said, I have a box full of jerseys that I
crazy.
look at.
It's nuts.
How about you get a jersey and then the player changes his number that season?
They're supposed to compensate you if you buy it. They're supposed to compensate you. I'm saying you send that.
Does that
jersey
happen
back.
often? I know one or two, but
it's happening big time now.
Well, yeah, because people are buying jerseys from somebody else.
No,
They
it's
trade
just
it.
changing it because you know what it did? The NFL changed the number assignments. Like only running backs could wear certain.
Oh,
numbers
that's
in
right.
the past.
Stay within a range.
You got to
Yeah.
stay within a range. So this just happened recently, and now everybody wants to change their number.
2 years. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
They changed it. Yeah.
But now Gibbs wearing number 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. What other news? Did we have any other?
Well, what do we think about the other two signings? Because I'm intrigued by the Cincinnati one.
Yeah.
Because that could have been done a long time ago, and he could have been in camp. And now they got a whole year. I think they got to the trade deadline to negotiate. If not, he'll go into free agency. He doesn't lose. He doesn't have to sit out. But he got $14 million more this year. Both sides could have came to that agreement a month ago.
Teams play hardball.
Yeah.
They don't make it easy.
Their defense is still going to be soft.
Especially if you're under contract already. If you're
Mhm.
under contract, the
Good
team
enough.
has the team has so much leverage. What's his face came out not too long ago and said that the players union needed to step in with the whole Micah Parsons thing, and he's saying that these owners have so much leverage. Yeah.
First of all, you should not be negotiating a contract with a player.
Agent. and Jerry got mad at him for that. We don't need your agent. I had a deal with him personally. That's not how you negotiate.
That's on that. Like he thinks he's like the dictator. What he says goes. And that's
somebody else.
That's why there's a players
violating the collective bargaining agreement. It's blatantly too.
Not doing two shits.
Nope.
Terry McLaurin.
I think that was good for the Redskins. I don't think Debo can just come in and be your number one receiver.
And especially the relationship he established. He helped develop Jaden Daniels.
Absolutely. I don't think Debo's the number one anymore. He put on too much weight.
Bottom line.
He doesn't have to be a number one right now.
Bottom line, you're building something.
Yeah. Well, we haven't even talked about the biggest thing. Robinson over to San Francisco. So you got Robinson and McCaffrey. You got 1A and 1B over there. Like that was a weird thing for me. I'm not saying that it might be feasible because look at the Lions with their two-headed monster.
And you can't trust McCaffrey right
now. But it just baffled me that I thought they needed more receiver help than another running back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what baffled me about it.
They're anticipating it.
Yeah. But they still need more receiver help. You got Thing out for the first 6 weeks.
So
Ayuk,
So just think about it, right? Was it 2 years ago or last year where they had like 3 running backs?
Oh, San Fran always has good running backs.
Last year.
They had Mason, then they had Mitchell.
Because McCaffrey was hurt last year, too.
It was last year.
But they had Mitchell. That was nice.
Yeah, that was Jordan Mason that we got. Average 5 yards a carry, but he's a bigger back.
Yeah.
But they still had
Mitchell,
and they had Iragondo or whatever his name is.
Yep.
They had 4 running backs.
I didn't say it's IU.
But the whole thing is, I feel like whatever they're doing over there, they seem to find talent at the running back position, similar to the Steelers always drafting good wide receivers or something like that. Like it's like they just have a knack for that system. You flourish as a running back in that system. But they need help on their offensive line, or else I don't care what he does. If he doesn't have their best lineman is a 58-year-old. They bring back Trent.
Yeah, he's still a beast though.
He is, but
Trent Williams
when you're the best one and you're 40-something years old, like he needs some help.
But he's in the top in the league still. I don't care what anybody says.
But I'm saying he needs help.
Oh, it definitely does. Definitely does.
I'm not saying he can't do it, but I'm saying you can't rely on somebody that old to be there forever. And they lost one of their good offensive linemen in free agency this year, so they got weakened instead of stronger.
And the thing with that is, Brock Purdy got paid. Is he still going to have that same fire?
It's going to. I think because he doesn't feel like people really believe in him being like an upper tier quarterback because he got that money. Now he has to prove he deserves that money. But
sometimes that
you got your top wide receiver out, you got your line weakened. The odds are against you now.
I always say that money is like a several thousands of gallons of water. It distinguishes your fire. You're no longer hungry.
Weighs you down.
Yeah. And then when that money comes, more people because everybody's doing this. Everybody got their hands out. You get that money.
The thing with the quarterback, quarterbacks take up literally almost a third.
And the numbers say teams don't win when they invest that much money in a quarterback because you can't field the rest of the team.
That's why the deal
can't pay everybody else.
The deal with Patrick Mahomes, that 10 years, $500 million is like it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
Because look at Dak. Dak, I looked at the salary cap that one time. Dak's like almost $80 million against the cap, and I'm like, for what? Just turn the keys over to Milton. You should turn the keys over to Milton now and shop Dak. That's my opinion. I know I'm backtracking. I'm sorry.
I thought you said you didn't like Milton.
I don't. But why pay Dak all that money for a team that's not going anywhere? So some semi-contender could use Dak.
They could take Dak's salary and go field 2 or 3 positions of need and then try to find somebody down the road a free agent that makes less than Dak. But at least the rest of the team
everybody was so sold on, you guys got to steal with the Milton thing. Like, yeah, Milton's an athlete with a big arm, but that don't always equate to being a quarterback.
Nope.
His accuracy needs
a whole lot of work.
A lot of work.
And they say that he has too much on the ball. Like, it's hard to catch his ball because he throws it so strong. Yeah. Like he's going to be breaking people's fingers.
Yep.
Needs some touch. He definitely needs some.
That's how Stafford was when he first came in the league.
Yeah, but he adjusted.
Yeah.
Milton has to learn to do the same. You got to have some touch, and you got to be more accurate.
The difference with Stafford and Milton, Stafford got to work it out. Milton is not going to work it out with Dak in front of him. There's nothing like game time experience. I mean, when you're playing against the second set, obviously he probably takes reps with obviously with the second team here and there, and game. There's nothing like game time. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, you put on a red helmet, a red jersey, that's there for a reason. Guys are letting up when they come at you. They're not running through you as they would in the game. So the reps in practice as the reps to the game, totally different. I just you need that game time experience, and for him, in watching him in the 3 games. I mean, the first game, he was god awful.
He did improve though, by the third game. When he
Yeah.
played in the third and final game against Atlanta, he looked okay. I'm not giving him all these accolades. I'm just saying you could say that at least he went back to the lab, studied, listened to the tutelage. I can't even say the word that he got, and he did improve slightly. So if he continues to do that, he could be a viable backup if it ever comes to that. And with Dak, that could be Mr. Glassman.
Anytime, any day.
I know they did sign Greer back, but
he's third.
Yeah,
he's third.
All in all, I think all the free agents that were holding out, big wins for all the players, except for Dallas, because we don't know what the picks in the future will be. The teams and the players won with the signing McLaren, the signing.
Immediately, it's a loss.
Immediately, yeah.
Immediately, it's a loss.
Because we can't see what that's going to turn into.
Yeah.
Immediately, the initial reaction is loss for the Cowboys.
Anybody that loses somebody of that talent, so it's a loss. You can get 5 first-round picks.
Could it work out in the future? That remains to be seen. And who wants that?
Just like back in the day when Herschel Walker left Dallas, that was an immediate loss right then.
It can't seem.
My leg's starting to twitch. My leg's starting to twitch, man. I was all right last week, but he wants to keep throwing salt in the wall, man. He knows I'm left-handed, and my bad ribs on this. I get real quick,
That was
man.
bad. That was.
I was like every week for 3 weeks in a row. He's mentioned Herschel Walker.
That was a straight up heist with a pen.
I was just like, heard about that last week. Heard about that the week before.
That was.
I promise I won't bring it up again today.
Yeah, right. You're gonna save it till next Thursday.
All
right. So I think we're just going to
jump into the
because it's 10 past already. 10 past. So this week we are highlighting the AFC
local
East.
guys.
The AFC East. This is the chance for all the Pats fans to give their input to
expectations.
Where's Tony DeRosa? We need a Jets fan in here.
You can.
He's gonna call right in the middle of this.
I know, right?
He should have went to commercial.
I'm in the Meadowlands now. Get ready to
something.
He showed up.
I want to do this and then just go all the way and end the show with it.
He was at the Bears practice yesterday in his Jets gear.
All right. So as far as the AFC goes,
no debate at the top.
Buffalo is seeking their 6th consecutive AFC.
They're doing what New England did during their heyday.
And you know something?
No, as far as running the East, they're not winning the Super Bowl.
They won Super Bowls.
Just how many division titles?
Eerily similar, right? So we look at the rest of the division. Nobody finished with a 500 record last year. The division was in shambles. I mean, you had Miami, who had a quarterback, didn't have a quarterback.
Oh, Buffalo was over.
Besides Buffalo.
Besides Buffalo.
But they were the only one that made the playoffs. They were 13-4. Miami was 8-9. The Jets were 5-12. New England was 4-13. So they're doing. Let's take the Super Bowl aside, but they're running the tables and I expect them still to run the table this upcoming year. I expect them still to run the tables. I expect them to be that beast of the East, and I see them at the top.
Way out.
I think we're all in agreement to that. Yeah.
But with the AFC being so tough this year, I think it'll be tough. What was their record last year?
Who?
Buffalo?
13-4.
It's going to be hard to match that because their schedule as a first place team.
Yeah.
And the AFC is just so tough with so many good teams.
They were 8-0 in the AFC East last week.
East. Yeah.
AFC East.
Well, they couldn't have been because there's only 3 other teams that you play twice, so you only got 6 games.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say?
Yeah, because I was just saying, wait, there's
6-0.
4 teams. You don't play yourself.
I don't know why I said 8-0 because that's half.
That's what you get for talking about.
Unless they
Herschel
were
Walker.
playing themselves.
They were 8-0 at home. That's what it was.
Won a couple of games on Madden.
So let's start first with the Bills. All right, the Bills. Obviously, they're the cream of the crop of the division. They are setting the standard right now, and they are literally, I still think that they're head and shoulders above everyone else. It's funny because when you look at them, you try to think of like players that they lost, and you're like, they didn't lose nobody.
The defensive end, right, Vaughn?
Yeah, but then they picked up
Bosa.
No, it's like
Von Miller, was it?
I think that, but
I'd take
the
Bosa.
trade.
I take Bosa.
Yeah, you take the trade. Yeah, because he's younger, he's more.
But Bosa's always hurt. So
Bosa, but he's always hurt.
Yeah,
this Bosa. But still, I'd take my chances.
I think now he's with a better supporting cast now though. Well, no. Think about offensively.
Oh yeah, all right.
Offensively,
he won't be on the field as much. Less plays.
He's not on the field as much. Where at his last team, there was a lot of inconsistency at the quarterback.
And they had some free agent worries, but they got James Brooks in the camp, and they got their defensive people all returned. They didn't really lose a lot.
The only thing with the Bills is their receiver room is not impressive.
Yeah.
And I keep hearing Keon Coleman's going to make a jump this year. He didn't do nothing for me last year, but he's 6'4".
He jokes around too much. He's never serious, it seems like.
Yeah.
Shakur is the best receiver right now.
Yeah. I agree with that.
The thing that shocked me was they had the 3rd most successful wide receiver quarterback combination last year. I didn't know that Allen and Shakur had that good of a relationship. Like he was using them that much. Outside of Burrow and Chase, I forgot who was second, but 3rd was Josh Allen and Shakur. And I was like, Shakur had that good a year last year?
It might have been Goff and
it was more.
No, they were number 3. I just don't know. I don't know if Goff was number 2.
It was more. I think it was more. Obviously, put on the quarterback in the year that he had. Will they have the same success this year? I don't know. But I think Josh Allen had that good of a season last year where his numbers popped out a little more. And obviously he was more successful. But
this schedule is weak.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
All right. So listen. So they play the AFC. They play the AFC North. Okay. And they play arguably the worst division in football, the NFC South.
Yeah. Ravens week 1.
That's a tough one.
Jets week 2. Dolphins week 3. Saints week 4. Patriots week 5. Falcons week 6.
Here we go.
Panthers week 7.
NFC South.
Chiefs week 8. Dolphins week 9. Buccaneers week 10. Texans week 11. Steelers week 12. Bengals. Pats. Browns. Eagles and Jets.
The thing
I only
is,
see 4 definite losses and a couple that maybe if they don't come to play.
The thing is,
4 definites, but 4.
The thing is, when
4
you
losses
play,
they should lose.
The thing is, when you play a decimated division like the NFC South,
and then their division,
Yeah. So
that's half your schedule.
So
they should be a number 1 seed.
So listen, right? I said there was a trend here, right?
Yeah.
How many times did the Patriots with Tom Brady face that?
Yeah.
It turns out, I'm not trying to hate or anything, but they're in a similar situation.
Yeah.
They are in a very similar situation. All right. They're not, it's not like you're playing against, the NFC, the NFC North, you know what I'm saying? You're playing against a very weak division. And then within your own division, it's pretty.
Yeah, you're playing your division twice.
So you double up on wins there.
That's 10 wins between the 6 in your division and the 4 against a weak division.
So even if you gave yourself a 1 loss in your division and then 1 loss outside of the division, you still end up.
Yeah, I can see maybe the Patriots getting lucky and stealing 1 game, but that's not a given.
I can't even see that.
No, but I'm saying there's really no reason for them to lose in their division.
You think they're gonna run it? You think
the Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna run the AFC East again.
6-0?
Yeah.
I say
I don't
somebody
know.
might get him.
I think they'll. I think they'll get. It happens.
That defense is tough.
No, that defense is tough. I'm not denying that,
but it's not the best
there's
defense in the
just
division.
something about them
Patriots got the best
divisional
defense
games.
in the division.
We alluded to it earlier. It's just one of them teams that has nothing to lose, and the Bills are on top of the world, and they're going to play someone like Houston next.
They overlook.
They overlook somebody.
But you said the Patriots got the best defense in that division. The Bills got the best offense in that division.
I know.
And
but if the offense ain't clicking one day,
but they have a defense to carry them. The Patriots offense ain't gonna carry them like the Bills offense is gonna carry the Bills.
Okay, I remember a certain game that got played in the snow, Buffalo and New England, and New England squeezed out a win when nobody thought they had, when the running back ran crazy on them.
When they ran the same play like
18 times in a row.
No, it was cold. Ice.
That was in the snow.
Cold ice. Yeah, it was snow.
That was in the snow. They didn't even.
Right.
The quarterback
We don't know what
the
circumstances
quarterback
those
threw 4
games are going to
times,
get
and he
played
threw
under.
swing pass.
He did.
Windy too.
He threw swing pass.
Yep.
So you just, it's just they could get lucky. We're not saying it's definitely going to happen, but if somebody's going to beat them, I see New England as the best chance in that division to beat them.
Who's Buffalo's running backs?
Cooks.
That's right.
Yeah. He just re-signed.
Yeah.
Good deal.
And they got a nice young running back.
We all
behind
sit there and say he's re-signed, but the running back. Do you remember what thing signed for the Cowboys? Zeke. 5 years, $90 million. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah, I remember
that was
when he
just like 5-6 years ago, maybe 7.
When he was in Cabo, was he?
Yeah, something like that. And now like Cook signed for like $30 million for like 4 years.
Yeah,
it's
that
crazy.
shows you how it got devalued. So
Yeah,
quickly.
It's all his fault.
No, well, yeah, I do think he got $12 million a year. He asked for 16. He asked for 15 or 16 because there was 2 other running backs making more than him. Derrick Henry and 3. McCaffrey is now making $20 million, I think.
Yep.
And then it was Henry was making more than him, and so there was 3 running backs making more than him.
Jacobs,
maybe, but he said
Jacobs.
he wanted to be in that 4th spot. He averaged it out and said, "I want 15 million a year or 16 million a year," but he still got 12 to 14 million a year. So he aimed high. He got something he could live with. But 4 years at 12 million a year, that's 48 million for 4 years.
That's crazy. Think that he's the 4th.
Well, when you score 16 touchdowns, you lead. 19 touchdowns. He led the running backs in touchdowns, and with his quarterback pillaging a lot of goal line.
When? Last year?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Gibbs led the league in touchdowns.
It was the year before. It was the year before. I had him on fantasy. It was the year before.
Which one, Cooks?
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Last year,
but he had a year. He had a decent amount, but Allen stole a lot of his goal line touches last year because he ran it in himself. Allen had a lot of.
Just think
Russian
about how many
touchdowns.
the Eagles running back.
I was just going to say it. Look at what thing takes away from.
Yeah,
it's crazy with the tush push.
Yeah.
He had like 14 rushing touchdowns last year.
Yeah,
like, it was crazy.
But it was also his receiving, like how effective he was out of the backfield too.
So, in regards to Buffalo, I think the one area that kills them is the inconsistency sometimes in generating a pass rush.
Yeah. Well, they got Bosa.
It remains to be seen.
That and not having a true number 1 go-to guy. They spread the ball out similar to KC, but they don't. If they need something, they don't have that one guy you can count.
Their tight ends. They work their tight ends hard.
Kincaid,
That man.
and the guy from Buffalo.
So
that came from Dallas.
So within that division, all right, we're talking about the AFC East. I don't see any of those teams really exploiting that because Patriots, that's their weakness, is the wide receiving core. Miami's a shell of what they were.
They need
who
Tyreek
knows with their quarterback? He's one hit away from being gone
again,
and then that changes everything
they're
up.
concussion away from just the season going from okay to terrible.
Yeah. And the Jets, obviously unproven. You've got one wide out there.
It's so crazy because the Jets had the number 1 defense in the league like 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
it was like them in Cleveland.
Yeah,
and now they're just.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's amazing how things can fall apart so quickly.
So we said Buffalo got 14 last year. How close to that number do they come this year?
12.
13.
I just think there's going to be a little drop off. I can live with 12 or 13, but I don't think they'll get the 14.
I think they're going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC.
I say 12 wins. I don't see them duplicating or exceeding the 13 wins.
I
think they'll regress, but I think only because of the AFC is better, not because they're going to get worse.
Nah.
I think the AFC is better overall. And like I said, they don't have a. If you look at their strength of schedule, they're probably in the lower
For
half.
a first place team to have that type of schedule.
But it's all the luck. I mean, granted, they're going to play their playoff teams, but look within their division and look at the division that they're playing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no substitution for it. They're going in.
That's
it's just the luck of the draw
right there.
Yeah, it's the luck of the draw.
You're playing lackluster competition.
It's the luck of the draw. All right, so let's go to the second place team according to last year, Miami.
See them free falling this year.
They were once again the quarterback situation. It's like isn't he? What one hit away.
Slide.
And then it turns ugly.
Yeah.
Don't even run.
Yeah.
Don't even let them run.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's inevitable. There's certain things you have to be able to slide to the left, right, whatever it may be.
They made a song like that. Slide to the left.
The thing,
slide
to the right.
But the thing with him is we all say it, but when he gets in that situation, he's not. Weren't they teaching him how to slide?
Yeah. They brought in a professional baseball
player. Yeah, out of slide.
Somebody that stole bases.
And he still didn't slide. I mean, I think it's just instinctual for him. He just doesn't realize it.
Zach Wilson is his backup.
Yeah. There you go. And my thing is right. When you have to slide, you need to turn into literally like Tom Brady. Tom Brady, a guy could have been 2
himself up early.
He just fall. Everybody like, oh, look at him. But you know what?
He got up and played another play. Yeah.
He lived to play another day. He lived to play another Super Bowl. It might not look pretty, but you know what? He's you know what? He's not hurt. He's not injured. He's playing.
What's the best ability?
Availability.
Thank you.
So as far as adding people, Zach Wilson. I mean,
is that really an ad?
Is that really adding? I don't know. They got they try to strengthen their offensive line. They got James Daniels, a guard, but he's recovering from a torn Achilles.
Your running back's coming off injury too.
So how do we know that's going to work?
Achane, how do you say his name? Achane.
Ooh, not to change the subject, but Dallas literally declined Micah's offer to continue to negotiate a new contract with them.
Well, that's Jerry Jones.
Well, they did meet today.
That's Jerry
Jones. Met with Jerry Jones today.
That's Jerry Jones. That's got him. You know what? I think not to get off subject, but look at the last 2 players that dealt with. They didn't speak
for the whole time. Yeah,
they didn't speak. Now Micah he's cut from a different thread. He is a podcaster.
Yeah,
he goes out there and he's readily available as a media person. The other 2 guys didn't speak.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. And then when the speaking happened, all the lies came out and were reported.
It makes sense because when his pardon shot was "Thank you, Dallas." At least somebody loves me.
Yeah. So yeah. In regards to Miami, I mean they signed a couple of guys. They re-signed a couple of people within. I mean, if I'm a Dolphins fan,
I'm not excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's still a big internal problem that hasn't been brought up yet. There's controversy between quarterback and wide receiver right now that we don't know if that's been fixed. They're saying it's been squashed. But remember last year, Hill was like very critical of his quarterback after he said when he first came over, he was all singing his praises.
Saying he was the best quarterback.
Yeah.
Best quarterback.
He throws the nicest ball, even better than Mo. They had some potting shots at the end of last year. And credit to Tua, he took the low road. He didn't come out and fight fire with fire. But when they asked him, he confidently was, hey, I didn't appreciate what was going on, but this is a new year. Let's see what happens. But I think that trust in that working relationship has been damaged. I don't know what that relationship looks like. And then you got Hill distracted with this divorce thing now. He just lost his divorce settlement. He was only married 17 months.
He can't be too distracted. He's still making babies.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. He's got 11 kids and 8 babies mamas or whatever he has.
You can't have 13 kids with 14 baby mamas. Yes, don't criticize me. I know it makes no sense, but you get the point. But that's what he's been doing since for his whole NFL career.
can.
So it makes me wonder how much Tariq Hill, who can be a game changer, is his head in the game this year? Is the relationship with him and Tua strong enough where they can both get to the level they need to make Miami's offense? And if the running back stays healthy.
The big question with Tyreek is his wrist.
Oh, he came back to practice today.
Yeah, but that really the wrist is
that's you need that to catch the damn ball.
So I obviously they released Mostert, Mike Boone, Aaron Shampoo.
Boone was a backup running back. I remember he was.
I don't recognize anyone.
Minnesota.
Yeah, they got rid of they got rid of Mostert because I guess he's
been hurt a lot too.
Him and Shane, whatever, were battling, and they wanted to make Shane feel comfortable,
not look over your shoulder, not split carries.
Mostert's
another speed dude too. So
I mean, when you look at Miami, you're like, yes, we've got these Porsche-like players, right?
Yeah.
But if you come out and your battery's short and your quarterback, and then it can't start, then those
we don't know how long he's going to run out there week after week. Man.
You can't use them.
Hey, as far as I know, if a Porsche was made in 2020 and 2025, it's old.
It's depreciated in value.
It gets old.
No doubt.
So these guys are getting older.
And I'm not a fan of their coach.
I know.
So when you look at their coach not being on the top level of coaches, their quarterback relationship with Hill is not there. They got the main running back that they kept coming off an injury. They let Mostert go. Their offensive line is
Yeah.
Do they have enough on defense to stay competitive? Because on offense, I don't trust them.
No.
From the coach down, I don't like his philosophy.
They got rid of their
the way he utilizes people. They did, they traded him for Mika Fitzpatrick, who they had originally, but they traded a cornerback for a safety.
Yeah.
Who else on defense? Oh,
and Fitzpatrick.
Who's the defensive lineman, the sack guy? Is it Phillips? That was always hurt. Right now he's healthy.
He's good when he's healthy.
Good. Yeah, but he's another guy. Like he's the Tua of the defense.
Yeah.
Because he's one play away from being gone for the year.
But he's legit when he plays.
Yes, Phillips. And they have another guy on the defensive line that's pretty good too.
Their problem.
They got Bradley Chubb too.
Bradley Chubb. Yeah, I couldn't remember who it was.
Their problem is their secondary.
But they need both of them guys to be healthy. Yeah, and they got the safety. But they gave up the corner.
Yeah.
So they don't have any corners. They got a safety and they got two defensive linemen.
Took a Band-Aid off of one cut and applied it to another cut. That's all you.
Yep. Maybe they won't beat us at safety now. They'll beat us at cornerback. They have
That's
to beat
all
us a
you
different
did.
way. But if Phillips stays healthy, that pass rush is going to look nice with him and Chubb. But Chubb got hurt last year too, right?
It has to.
They didn't have Phillips or Chubb last year.
It has to because once you go behind those linebackers, that's what their weakness is. So
yep.
that pass ruch has to hit.
I'm trying to remember.
If it doesn't hit, then people are going to be running free. So what do we think? What are we thinking for a win total for Miami?
7.
So last year they were 8. They had 8 wins.
I give them 7.
I don't even think they're going to be the second place team in that division.
No, I don't. Even
No, they're not. They're not.
I'm
I'm
going to give them 6 wins. So 6-11.
I got them at 7 wins.
Okay.
7 myself.
I got them at 7.
I'll say 7, but just read it real quick. They start off with the Colts, Pats, Bills, Jets, Panthers, Chargers, Browns, Falcons, Ravens, Bills, Commanders, Saints, Jets, Steelers, Bengals, Buccaneers, Patriots.
I only counted 8 losses that I see them definitely. So there's 3 more losses I got to find in there because I have them 6-11, but
I mean, like I said, I don't see them improving. I see them regressing.
Yeah,
I think they've got more questions than answers.
Yeah, and that Tua thing is hard to get. That's like McCaffrey at running back. You're great if you have him. Tua, we don't know how long we're gonna have him either.
And just so you know, that final game against the Patriots, it's in New England, so it's going to be
weather.
close. They're going to lose that.
They never win when
they're going to lose that one. So
I didn't count that as a
they don't
as
win
a loss
anything above 60. What is it? 68 degrees or something like that, 65 degrees.
One of these years, you would think that somebody with the gods of football would say, "I'm going to let Miami play New England at the beginning of the year."
Oh shit.
So if not them, Do the Jets creep up past them, or do
Well,
you
we're
think
getting there.
Patriots.
We're getting there. So we got the Jets.
Oh, I thought we were naming them in order. You thought?
No.
they were gonna
We got the
finish.
Jets. So we're just going down. We're going down. We'll give up. How many?
So
wins
you guys all had around 7. I was 1 game lower. But
So the Jets. Obviously, last year they were 5-12. They got a new quarterback. Which is
another
gonna be
offensive
tough,
lineman on that line.
which is going to be tough because once you get a new lineman, once you get a new quarterback, everything has changed. Everything that you probably learned from last year goes out the window.
Well, we saw glimpses of Justin Fields. If they allow him to play like he did when he was effective for Chicago, and he has a running game, and he does have some people he can throw the ball to, but their offensive line, if healthy, and it's a big if, should be beastly. But because they lost their guard and their tackle last year, if they're healthy and they drafted another,
Tyron Smith retired, and he was their left tackle.
Yeah, but they drafted somebody this year.
No, they did. They
So
did.
what you're saying goes hand in hand with what I was going to say. Good line, good running backs.
2 good running backs.
2 good running backs.
Brees Hall has to have a bounce back, though. He
Brees
wasn't
Hall
Brees
has
Hall
to
that
have-
we thought.
Yeah,
But you got a great offensive line. Why are you digressing?
Yeah, they drafted the tackle out of Missouri in the first
Yeah,
round.
Mambo.
Yeah.
He's
Membo.
good. He's a big dude.
The-
too.
Yeah, he is.
Their black eye is going to be accuracy at the quarterback.
Right. But he can make up. He can hide some of that
So-
deficiency
so-
with being another runner.
So listen, the knock on him in Pittsburgh was the lack of getting the ball downfield. Will he be able to make those big plays, those explosive plays? Or
With his legs, he will. But can he do it with his arm? Yeah.
You gotta be able to compensate. You can only run so much.
Absolutely.
When it's 3rd and 13, 3rd and that once you get past that intermediate, very few times you're gonna continue to keep running for first downs. Before you know it, there's gonna be a spy on you. I
But
look
that's
at it
where
that
the
way.
Brees Hall, if he gets back to where he was,
Stay in front of the chain.
yeah. Now you have to account for him. His backup's good, Allen.
So you make it easier on the
I think
quarterback.
they got one decent.
You
tight
make
end,
it.
right?
You make
They
it
do.
easier on the quarterback. You use those 2-headed monsters to pound.
Behind that line. Your line is
Good
your big
line,
selling
yes.
point. If they stay healthy, they're going to be a problem in the passing game and the running game. But you got 2 good running backs to run behind him, so he doesn't have to pass as much, hopefully. But when you need that 3rd down conversion, can he pass for it? Because
he's got a stud wide receiver.
yeah, one.
Well, it's. But the thing is, this is where I was going with this. Will he be able to get that arm?
He should have time. So this will be totally on him if he can't get the ball to Wilson
And
or the tight end, because you got big behemoths that should be able to give you a decent amount of time.
And
But is
he's,
your decision making good enough?
and he's familiar with this wide receiver because they played ball together in college.
Yep.
Did.
Yep.
This
So
boy.
they got to work. And
So-
Gary, he was
and-
one of his biggest supporters when he came over.
And the crazy part, like in college, the dude slang the rock.
Mhm.
But it seems like when you get to the NFL, his accuracy just went to shit.
Who you talking about?
Fields.
Fields.
When he was at Ohio State, he passed all right.
I think it was the whole thing from Chicago to Pittsburgh. He never was like smoothly transitioned in
But and he didn't have no
Style.
receivers either
and he had no receivers.
in both places.
Yep.
And he ran so much and did good at it
Yeah.
that's where he made his name. Now, when it came time to pass, he just didn't have that. He didn't work enough on being an accurate quarterback. He took off way too early. Show a little bit more patience.
With
But
Chicago,
I want to see his decision making, like check down or look off the first defender.
And the thing with them too is the last couple of years they were leading the league in penalties.
Yeah, that's
you got to get rid of dumb
self-sabotage.
stuff like that. Instead of playing in front of the chains, you're playing behind the chains. And if you do that, now you
And you're doing it to yourself.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
even making the defense work.
self-harming. You gotta be able to make that leap, be disciplined, and stay away from the dumb penalties.
with his first year in Chicago, he had nobody to throw the ball to.
Mhm.
Second year in Chicago, they got him DJ
More.
Moore.
Yep.
His numbers improved. And then the next year, when they got more receivers, they got rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they thought Caleb Williams was going to be the end all say all, but I don't know how much of an upgrade Caleb Williams.
I think they digressed.
Yeah, they could have taken another position of need and built around
Yeah,
their
I
quarterback.
couldn't
but they did
believe
it.
I couldn't believe they gave up on him after year 2
They could have grabbed Harrison.
with no help over
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
And now they would have a nice young core.
Yep.
And with him and DJ Moore and their tight end Komet,
Yep.
that could have been the start of something.
So we see the potential they could have, but that all depends upon Fields' development, right?
Yep.
Kevin, you mentioned their defense. They used to be one of the best ones. Where do they stand right now, in your opinion, on defense?
They're still formidable. They still have a formidable defense. They just need to have a couple like.
I know their secondary is good with Sauce Gardner and the other guy across
Yeah,
him.
Who's the other guy across from him?
I'm trying to remember his name, but he was good. No, there was a guy that was decent.
Yeah, but he's not there no more.
Detroit.
Yeah, he's in Detroit. Yeah.
DJ Reed.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in
All right.
Detroit.
They got Brandon Stevens.
But
on
don't
the
they got
other
a
side.
safety that's good too? They used to have linebackers, but CJ Mosley, I think, retired.
No, he retired.
He retired.
He retired.
So he's just gone, but I don't know who else is still there at linebacker. Oh, didn't they get the guy that left Philadelphia because he was holding out the Reddick over there?
He's not Reddick's not there no more.
No.
Oh, Reddick left there.
Left there.
Oh, he
Reddick's
left
not
there.
no more.
He left there.
Yeah, to go to Philly, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. They used to have like a slew of linebackers. I just know
they
CJ
have
Mosley
the
left.
kid Sherwood, who's still there. They have
Do they?
a few of them have left, but they've got some pieces in place. With
How about pass rushers?
Sherwood and Jamin Davis.
Yep.
Oh, Jamil, yeah,
Yeah.
Jam and Davis, yeah.
McCreary Ball is still there. I mean, as in pass rushers, they have Kenyon Williams, but he's a defensive tackle. He's good.
So he'll
He's a
clog the
run
middle.
stopper.
Yeah, he's a run stopper. He's a big boy in the middle. But like I'm saying, like they have the pieces still there to have a good defense. And they have somebody's and,
So
and
will
they
they
have
get
somebody's
pressure on the
somebody's old coordinator as a head coach who I think is more of a
He's a
player-
defensive guy.
He's a defensive guy and he's more of a player's coach. And I think a lot of guys gonna like him. What's his face that was there?
Aaron Glenn.
No, the one that was there before with the ball head. He was
Oh.
defensive coordinator from San Fran. Him when he
Robert
was-
Saleh.
Salas.
Yeah.
Thank
Salah went back to
San Fran.
San
Back to
Fran.
San Fran. But he just wasn't that coach that could get these guys like, you know what I'm saying?
As a head coach.
I don't know.
He was a defensive coach.
Hey, I thought he was doing a good job, but then when that
Nah,
old quarterback went over there, they ran him out of the building.
And he was probably forced on. Salah probably didn't want
He was keeping
Rodgers over there.
receipts.
Yeah.
He was just like, you're forcing this guy on me, man.
We're gonna keep receipts.
So their defense to me sounds like it might be a question mark too, because we don't know where the pass rush is going to come from and how much pressure the linebackers are going to be able.
But the thing with that
Sauce
is
can only cover one man.
Yes.
Aaron Glenn is a pretty good defense.
Yeah, he'll put people in position to
Yeah, he
utilize them the best, but does he have enough pieces?
That's the question.
But I
Took
think
him, yeah. It
But
took him time.
but
Took him time. In
when
Detroit.
we say does he have enough pieces, he put a broken down Detroit
Detroit's defense
Defense.
struggles. Yeah.
and he brought them together.
Oh, he did. Absolutely. Nobody's denying.
But he also drafted very well.
Yeah.
There was people we were
It's hitting.
questioning, but
It's hitting. It's when you
Hutchinson was a hit, Branch was a hit.
It's when you started.
And you had multiple first round draft picks, like two years in a row, 3 years in a row.
Jack Campbell was a hit.
And I didn't like that pick when it first came out.
Jack Campbell?
When it first came out, I was like, why
He
the
was
first round that high?
He was
But
considered
they
the
took
best.
him and Swift, and they took him and Gibbs in that round, right? In that draft.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, they traded up to get Gibbs.
That was our Denver.
And I was like,
No, we
wow,
traded
that's a
back.
risk.
We traded back because we were at pick 6, and then we traded back.
But you ended up with 2 picks in the first round. And you got Campbell and you got Gibbs in that same draft.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
would've
think Campbell was going to be a hit.
We were
He's-
going to have 2 picks anyways. 'cause
he
we
fits
had,
the mentality of their coach.
we had
But Gibbs was better than I thought as a pro.
Denver's first round pick. I want to say
I just know that you guys have hit like 3 years in a row with your draft picks.
All
And
right.
you might have got Jamison Williams
that was the year before.
Look-
before Gibbs.
Yeah.
Let's get on back to track. Jets. What do we see?
Thank you.
Yeah. What do we see them? We're going backwards. What do we see the Jets as a win total?
Slightly better than Miami.
8.
So I
8, 9.
gave them 6. I'm going to say 8.
I'm gonna go 9-8.
9
I'm
and
going to
8.
say 8 and 9.
Yeah.
I had them at 7 wins.
8 and 9.
I had them.
I didn't
7
look at
wins.
their schedule yet, but I just think they'll be better than Miami this year.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. If we can go over their schedule real quick. I mean, some. I know October 5th might have turned into a win because that's against the Cowboys, but they start off with the Steelers. I think most of us know that. They go to the Bills. I mean, they played the Steelers and Bills are at home the first 2 weeks. Then they go to the Bucks at Dolphins, Cowboys at home, Broncos at home, Panthers at home, Bengals on the road, Browns at home. Then they go to the Patriots. Iffy. Then they're at the Ravens. That's a loss. Falcons, Dolphins, both at home. At the Jaguars, at the Saints. Again versus the Patriots in December, and then the last game of the season is at the Bills. So,
And that last game could mean nothing to
Yeah,
the
the Bills have already
could mean
clinched. They
nothing to the
might just
Bills.
be resting
Yeah.
people.
I'm real intrigued to see game week 1 with the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers coming back into town.
Revenge game.
A revenge game
for both.
Revenge game. Yes.
For both. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah. They traded quarterbacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get on to New England.
New England had what, 4 wins last
New
year?
England had
I think
4
they'll be better.
wins, and
How
the
much
last
did
one
they
was
improve?
very controversial.
The last one got their coach fired.
Yeah.
Well, he knew he was gone anyway.
Yeah, he knew
He
he
saw
was
the
gone.
writing, so he was like, I'm going to stick it to
yeah.
him.
I'm
That was
you know
just a
what?
final nail. How
You would
dare
never
you
do
blow
that. Stop it.
Take that W with ya. 4-13 last year. The Patriots were, the thing with the Patriots is they didn't have anything to work with offensively.
And I saw improvement throughout the year. They weren't the same team at the end of the year.
What I
they were
liked
at the
about the
beginning.
Patriots right from first day in drafts, they attacked what they needed.
Yeah.
They grabbed the offensive
lineman. He'll be
in
there for 12
that
years.
First round.
And they got Henderson in the
And
third
I
or
was getting
something,
ready to say
right?
that. And then back in the second round, they got Henderson.
Oh, second?
I don't think they were hurting that running back, but still. They ended
Took the
up-
best available player.
This kid ended up being like a camp legend from what I hear so far. He's been there tearing everything up.
And you don't just get a running back. You get a return man.
Yeah.
You get a young
Yeah,
boy.
he's
You get a
paired
young
with
boy.
Stevenson, who's not
You get a young
past
boy.
his
And
prime.
then they come right back and they address another need, wide receiver. They come back in the third round again and address something else. They grab another lineman. So New England had a conscious effort.
They might have had the best draft.
Yeah, to improve their team.
Them and
as a
the-
whole.
And they had a great offseason free agent wise.
They had the most money.
Yeah, but everybody they signed, you were like, the kid that came over from Philly, I don't know if he'll repeat because he doesn't have the same dominant players. He doesn't have a Jalen Carter next to him, but he is going to make them better up the middle.
Oh, absolutely.
They also signed Diggs in free agency.
They signed the corner.
They got the cornerback to pair with Gonzalez, with Colin Davis.
Yeah.
So now they got one of the best cornerback
So,
tandems.
I was just starting with the draft, but I was going to go to free agency. But yeah, I think New England really attacked this.
They improved on both.
They hit,
And not to mention they got Vrabel as a coach. I like Vrabel as a coach.
Yeah.
I was hoping Dallas would sign him, but fat chance of that.
they hit both in free agency and in the
And
draft.
that's why I think they'll
Um,
significantly better than 4 wins.
yes. Oh no, they'll be
With a better coach.
Yeah,
With the better coach, too. Let's
they're-
not forget that.
They're hovering around 500 for me.
their downfall is the wide receivers.
If Diggs is head in the game,
and
we'll see.
they just cut Bourne.
Yes,
He asked for his. He asked
they
for
cut
he asked
Bourne
for
and they
his
cut
release.
Wilson today.
Which Wilson? I thought the cuts were all made yesterday
Kendrick
or
Bourne,
Tuesday.
he'll get picked up quick.
Yeah.
He'll get
Hey, maybe they'll get Jacoby Myers back. He wants out.
That would be great for them.
Yeah, he already knows the system.
Yeah.
Different coach, but it's a lot better situation than when he left
It's going to
it.
be a way different system now because you got a different coach.
But I see their running game being good. I just don't know what to expect from Diggs. If Diggs keeps his head in the game and doesn't become a diva, and then they got another. There was somebody. Was it Polk who played well last year?
Yeah. And like I said, they drafted that kid out of a thing in the third round.
Oh, I'm sorry, Javon Baker. They cut.
Yeah.
And the kid from LSU, Kayvon Booty, he showed flashes last year. He wasn't consistent. But he had a couple of good games. I was like, wow, he's pretty decent.
He's not a number 1 or a number 2. He's that 3 guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they drafted a kid from Washington State, Kyle Williams. He's another receiver.
That's the guy that they're high on this year.
Yeah, that's the guy. Like I said, they from top to bottom through free agency, the draft, like they attacked it like they wanted to be better this year. To pair with Luke May and a couple of pieces that they did have, they got a couple pieces on defense, so they attacked it well, and I got to give them all the credit in the world for it because they should be competing for a division in the next 2-3 years tops, if not even make a little noise this year.
They're
I don't know.
I think
Division, though, but
I think their defense is once
They
again.
were already good.
They were
They got better. They were already
yeah,
a
they
top
they
6 defense in the league, top 7.
They definitely got better.
Well, with Gonzalez, like when he came back that first year after the knee injury or whatever, he didn't play as well. He had spurts where he would play well.
Probably didn't trust it.
Yeah, exactly. But now I think he's fully healthy and he's out of his own head now is what the biggest thing. Because you know what they always say, year 2 after that knee is the year where you really
now
flourish.
he's not and he's got help.
Yeah, now he's got help.
They can't avoid either side right now. So
I think
What is their safety situation? What do they look like?
they got the kid from Michigan.
Still got Jabril Peppers.
That's him.
Yes.
Jabril Peppers.
I think that the kid Gonzalez. I think he's going to be. I think he's going
upper echelon.
Yeah,
I like everything about him.
Yeah, right from jump, he showed.
But I like what Kevin said.
He showed flashes of greatness.
He's not going to be worried about his knee this year.
I think he's going to be an all-pro. I think this will be his breakout year where he sets it aside and he's going to be one of the, if not one of the best top cornerbacks in the league.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got length. He's got speed. He's got everything. You know what was crazy? So I watched him 2 years ago when I went to Dallas, and CeeDee Lamb, he got hurt. I believe it was the beginning of the second quarter, and he had a couple of nice plays. They tried a couple of fades on him, and he shut it down. CD only had one catch on him. The first play that he went out, bomb, CeeDee Lamb touchdown. First play that he went out, they a bomb, and then everything went south from there. But yeah, I sat and I watched him and I said, he's going to be good. He's going to be good. So my prediction for him this year is look out, all pro, probably one top 3 cornerbacks this year.
Top 3?
Yes.
Paulo Paris. I
Watch
agree that the whole AFC is up in the air this year. We know who the gatekeepers are.
Yeah, number 1 is no question.
Yeah, so I think he's going. I will say it. I'll put a stamp on it. I think he's going to be top 3 this year. He's got everything. He's got length. He's got size. He's got technique, and to boot, he's got somebody on the side of him now. That makes all the world in a difference.
Of course it does.
It makes all the world in a difference.
And you know what? They're gonna have a pass rush. They're gonna have they got good linebackers.
Defensively, they're gonna be a lot better.
They're solid. They're really solid. Yeah. And Vrabel's a defensive guy.
Exactly.
So they're gonna be way better on defense.
Exactly. So yeah, I think the weaknesses, obviously the wide receiving core. And just to see,
I see them in at least. Oh, I'm sorry, B. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, yeah, I see them. Defense. The defense is going to hold them down. It's going to put them in their offense in considerably better positions that they were in last year. I think the flipping the field will be a big part of their game, and to make up, to compensate. Now, what they do as far as with their running back. That's going to be key. I think what's his name?
Stevenson. Yeah.
If he can stay healthy, that's a big problem.
He'll get less wear and tear having to split time with Henderson.
There is another team in the league that's very successful about it. We'll just keep moving on. But I see New England doubling their win total this year. I really do.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh no, I do.
Easily.
I got them at 9-8.
I got them at 9-8.
I got them at 8.
So that makes them the second best team in the division.
Yeah.
And that's why when you said, I thought we were going in order. That's why I was like, whoa, I don't even got Miami in second place.
No, I got New England making the leap and jumping over both.
But they'll be slightly better.
And here's the thing, I'm looking forward to seeing the teams that, like New England, that made all these moves to see what the fruits of their labor has been.
From head coach to filling all their needs.
See what it is. And there's other storylines, like another guy, the pass rusher over there sitting on the other end of the table, his pass rusher. I'm looking to see him come back. So there's so many storylines in this NFL. Looking to see number 11 in green and yellow. So it just falls in line.
Look at all the defenses in our division now.
Exactly.
Especially with Green Bay.
It's going to be a fun season regardless of what happens.
Yeah, I thought Green Bay had the worst defense in our division, and now it's like changing in a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
Better. That's what I said. One guy can change. And
you got that one guy.
And the thing, like I said,
a lot of sacks.
If you know a guy's coming, everybody's going to lift their game up. everybody's going to lift their game up.
You just love it. The love.
He's twitching.
The post that Love keeps putting up that now he thinks they're the number one team in the NFC now that they signed Micah Parsons. Love their quarterback.
Yeah, it makes for an interesting storyline.
It does.
It does. It makes for an interesting story, with the exception of everybody but Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. Like, listen, I'm not going anywhere as a Dallas fan, but I'm intrigued to see what happens now.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of familiar faces in new places.
Yeah. A lot of revenge games.
Yeah, there are.
A lot of revenge games. Right out the box too. I like it. And then it won't be week 4 for Dallas and Green Bay.
Yep.
The media coverage that is going to get is going to
that's going to be huge.
It's going to be off the chain. Don't make no subtle movements. Steve.
Is that a primetime game?
It's going to be.
That's going to get flexed. That's going to end up being this. I wonder what the Sunday night game is that week. If it's not huge,
they can't flex in that's.
Yes, they can.
They can do anything
if they want. They make a deal for ratings and extra money.
Even if it's not a prime time. I mean, even if it's not a night game, it'll be
it's the 4 o'clock game now.
It'll be a prime time game. It'll go to a prime time game.
Well, wait a minute. Where do they play? Because if it's in
Dallas.
It's in Dallas.
So a 4 o'clock game.
That was probably going to be a prime time game anyway. Because the Packers and the Cowboys.
I'm just curious who plays that Sunday night game because they could pay both those teams to flex out of it. Like if you both agree,
that's the Sunday night game anyway.
It's a Sunday night game. It is.
Wow! So it's already there.
I knew it was already going to be a prime time game.
Yeah, but they didn't even have to change it.
Nope.
So
I knew it was
those ratings are going to go through the roof of that game now. Nothing else to watch at that time.
Yeah, it's the only game in town. It's the only game in town. You couldn't ask
Micah coming back to Dallas.
You couldn't ask for a better.
That whole week, that build up, Stephen A. Smith building that up.
Oh yeah,
and he hates the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Tomorrow he is going.
He's going to come in wearing a Green Bay shirt tomorrow. Watch. He's going to have a Micah Pass. Yep.
And a cigar.
With a Green Bay shirt, number 11.
Yeah. Listen, the storylines for the NFL are great already. The storylines for the NFL are great already, but they just got greater. At around 4:30 or whatever.
It's funny, I kept Googling for 15 minutes and didn't see nothing confirmed. Then I saw Schefter.
Straight to Schefter.
Hey, did you see when you said
he just hadn't posted yet?
I seen your AI.
I Googled it.
I seen
then I sent it.
Yeah.
And then I went on Facebook. I was like, oh, delete.
Yeah.
At the end of it, it does say when your screenshot, it says something about him getting traded. I don't know if you've seen that. That was crazy.
Then I saw Medina show.
When I got the news, it came straight from Adam Schefter. I have this.
I put it on NFL Network, and then it came across. They stopped what they were showing and went right to that story.
As soon as you said that, I got 2 other texts right after you.
Yep.
I got 2 other texts right after you. Not even. I want to say 5 seconds apart. Everybody, ding, ding, ding. I look. Yeah.
Like I said, when I dropped off Ray this morning, I was literally watching Sports Center when I came into the house. I literally sat on the end of the bed, and literally he was already talking about it.
The bottom one.
Big Micah Parsons news coming this morning, and probably later on was the headline.
It said Green Bay Packers trade a pitch. It didn't say it just gave a pitch. They traded him.
Oh yeah, big ups to Ray Oliveira.
Speedy recovery.
Yep. Get better, so you can get back to doing what you love. And what you know, get back in the gym. I know it's going to be.
It was more favorable than expected.
Well, they was expecting 6 months to a year, but the outcome is better, man. 6 weeks, no restrictions. He'll be all set.
All right.
He went through surgery beautiful.
And you know it's going to be even better. Not him standing by me saying, "My back, my back."
Should have seen him getting out the truck this morning. I felt so bad for him. I was going to pick him up like I was just like his bodyguard. Like, hey, I'll bring him to the emergency room. He literally slid out my truck. I felt bad for him. Like, you need help? He's like, nope, I got it.
Yeah,
he's stubborn.
He pounded through it.
Yeah,
definitely pounded through it.
I don't mean to be a thing, but I got to get my daughter.
Yeah, we're signing off anyway. Once again, next week, make sure you check us out. Next week.
Hey, what division we got?
NFC East.
I thought we were in the NFC South.
No, we NFC. We already did.
It might have turned into the NFC South.
They do the NFC East and going off camera.
NFC East.
And we're gonna put Kevin in the middle next week.
Yeah, you'll be in the spotlight.
That's fine. I'll be in the spotlight.
But yeah, make sure you tune in next week. We'll be doing the NFC East, and we'll have some other guests on as well. To be determined. All right.
And that'll be the first game of the year next week, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
Thursday. Yes.
Hey, who's playing that night?
Philly.
NFC
Dallas.
East.
Oh, Dallas. We'll see.
So
we'll
yes,
see Dallas
so
play.
make sure you tune in. As a reminder, download the WMB1 Radio app. And if you're not doing anything tomorrow, check us out. We're having an end of summer party at McGovern's Restaurant, located in Fall River, where we have the world premiere band. Doors open at 7. Tickets are $25 a piece. If you tune into Mags in the Morning, you get a chance to win some tickets. All right. So that's all we got for this week. Yeah, that's it.
Steve, what do you think? You think Kevin should sit in the middle and wear a Parsons jersey next week?
Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him a Packers jersey so he doesn't forget his favorite defensive player.
It's all fun and games till someone gets hurt.
Jerry Jones is the only one.
All right, we're out of here.
Peace out, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Hit the button, Steve. Hit the button. Hit the button.
I would like to introduce.
Okay, let's go.
New Bedford's new online radio station. WNB1 Radio, broadcasting live 24/7. All music genres. WNB1 Radio, your urban music link.